Willie D Live.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I know women who are like that. And they do project that trauma on
onto the next man
in the new relationships. And I'm gonna tell you right now, women, listen to what I'm saying. I love you to death. I love you to life. But I'm gonna tell you something. You are doing yourself a huge disservice.
Yeah, you are. That's true.
You are projecting your childhood drama, or that trauma, that relationship that you had with your father, onto any man, because he didn't earn that.
Yes,
your dad
that's true.
did. So he shouldn't be responsible for that.
Yeah, that's true.
And so people actually do themselves a huge disservice when they do that. I mean, imagine I had a tumultuous relationship with my mother, and I never once projected that onto other women.
Right.
I mean, I didn't do that. I guess I was probably wise beyond my years. You know?
I was going to say that. But so you're telling me there wasn't one, I don't know your relationship status now, so forgive me if I'm being rude asking this.
Yeah,
but,
I got a little something.
Okay. But I'm saying, like, when you were younger or anything, there wasn't one woman who was like, ooh, you remind me of my mama. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just because of your relationship with her?
No, because, look, so my sisters and brothers might get mad about me on this one.
Okay.
But I got to call a strike and a ball a ball. I wanted to make sure that I didn't date women who was like my mother. I didn't want to date a woman who was like my mother. My mama was alcoholic. She was abusive. I mean, and she cuss. You know, and she was physically abusive and verbally abusive. You know, so I didn't want to date a woman that was like my mother. You know, but even with that said, I still love my mother because I'm from that era.
Right.
It's like Pac said, even though you was a crack fiend mama, you always was a black queen mama.
Black queen. Yeah.
So that was still my mama, and you couldn't hurt her. You couldn't bring no harm to her. And I still, looked out for her when I got some money. Yeah. My first piece of money, I went and bought her a house, not me a house.
That's dope.
But I knew my mama was violent too, very violent. My mama sliced a white man up in the 60s with a razor. All right?
Wow.
My mama was violent. Okay? So I knew I had a certain amount of aggression in me. And I could not be in a relationship with a woman who was violent, because somebody got to have some damn sense. Yeah. You know, somebody. Yeah. Like you really shouldn't be in a relationship you shouldn't be in a relationship with a violent person, period.
No, you shouldn't. Yeah.
But if you're in one, both of y'all cannot be violent, because it ain't gonna end well.
No, it's not.
It's not gonna end well. Somebody gotta have some sense. Like, hold on, baby, that ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Instead of y'all Bunny and Clyde coming through like, it's us against the world, baby, all that kind of stuff. Nah, I'm not with that. We talked about Tammy a little bit earlier, your mom. Like, Tammy is like, I love Tammy Roman.
Thank you.
That's my girl for real.
Right.
Like, I really do appreciate her tenacity, her resilience.
Yeah.
And she's really solid, and she's like this. She's a mama bear, right? Yeah. And I remember when y'all were younger, you and Lyric, would be with her. She was right there, and
she was.
And y'all were like, and y'all were mannerable too. I remember that.
Yes.
Like y'all were very mannerable and respectful young girls, and so I'm really not surprised to see, you guys doing your own thing.
Thank you.
Lyric she's still doing the modeling, right?
Yeah, so she's in law school now, and she's on the show
in law school.
Yeah.
Come on, Lyric.
And she's on a show on BET called House of Vicious too. So when the strike's over, that'll be back on.
Have y'all ever thought about the irony that Lyric name is Lyric, but you're the MC?
Yeah, that is a good point. I guess my mom was like lyric and jazz. Like I don't know. It made sense to her.
She likes music.
Yes. You know, my mom had a little rap career for like a month.
Yeah.
Back in her day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did on The Real World. She was a rapper.
Oh, I'm going to look that up. I'm looking that up as soon as we finish. I got to check out Tim.
Oh, no. She's going to be mad that I brought that up.